Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, this is 8-Star Anime. For, at least for the moment, the final episodes of Season 1 for Princess Tutu.
We made it! We survived!
Yes, this is Princess Tutu Part 3.
Some of us!
Part 3 of the Revenge.
I know, right?
Collectively, we have all watched 8 consecutive episodes of Princess Tutu today, so it's been an adventure.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
No. You and I have watched 8.
He watched 7. Right, so... You have nothing to play about, sir.
That makes no sense, but no. First of all, whatever amount of episodes really does not matter.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Absolutely does.
I've watched all 13.
Dan?
You and Roger are scrub lords.
Whoa,
Yes.
whoa.
And I am the champion!
Roger's more of the scrub lord. You at least came on for all 3 episodes. To be fair, Roger's sick, so...
Feel better.
I'm sure you will by the time this goes up, and if not, get sick again, and then we'll give you well wishes again.
Just wishing you health in general.
Yeah, in general health.
No.
Right,
Why
because
you
he's
gotta-
Captain. He's Captain Smooth, so we wish you health and Captain.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got through episodes 10 through 13, finishing up Season 1 of Princess Tutu. And, to be honest, yeah, it's 4 episodes off.
No, this you said 7 to 13, and this time it's been 10.
Did I say 7?
You did say 7.
Did I say 7?
I'm like 90% certain you said 7. I always leave a little room
I
for error.
was the one that said 10.
You know what? We watched 4 episodes, 10 through 13.
Yeah.
It's the end.
Season 1.
There was emotional roller coaster.
I'm pretty confident I said 10.
There was
It's okay, I believe
music,
There was a lot of music.
dancing.
There was a lot of dancing.
Pretty confident I
There was
said
a lot of
10.
birds.
There was a puppet, a knight, a raven. They keep calling her a crow, but I'm giving her credit. I really thought Bakir was the raven.
Really?
Why?
Oh.
Because he...
After all of my lengthy discussion about how he is the best thing to ever, why would you not trust me?
Because I watched that anime video you did on your YouTube channel,
Yes.
where you have like all the bad guys in your...
Admission, I love anime bad guys. They are actually some of my favorite characters, like, ever, so...
I thought that if he kept Muto, Myth, in this locked position, in this static position, then the story couldn't go forward, he couldn't be defeated, and this was his way of winning the game.
Well, to be honest, but he's
you're
not
not
wrong. Because that would have been a viable plan. But with Princess Tutu going, no, let's give this boy some emotion. Let him decide. Let's change fate. Screw this noise.
Because Fakir's issue is that, as the story is written, the knight, who he is said to be the reincarnation of, gets horribly killed in the process of the story.
As opposed to, as represented by the weird birthmark on the character.
He's just got a huge birthmark all the way down him. It's really unfortunate.
Looks like a scar.
Yep. So he doesn't really want to die, which is understandable.
And he calls himself a knight.
So he wants to protect Muto, not die, and generally, so that's why he wants to halt the story.
How'd that work out for him?
Super great! Super great! Oh yeah, he has a good time.
10 out of 10 stars, would recommend.
You mean 8 out of 8 stars?
Sure, them too.
And as we go through, we find out Princess Tutu is slowly starting to realize that, yes, if she
Actions
just...
have consequences.
Exactly. Because our evil villain has decided, hey, I can win today just by following the story. So...
How did she find out that
Drosselmeyer?
the girl was Tutu?
That's
I'm
the
still
only
not sure
thing
about
I
that.
don't know about that.
She was just all like, isn't that right, Princess Tutu? And Duck's all like,
How? I
Yeah,
don't get it.
either something happened and we all
Isn't this
blinked
like-
simultaneously, or
like the 3rd time you've seen it at minimum?
this is the 3rd time I've watched this now. No, I didn't.
And still haven't figured that part out
Still
yet?
haven't figured that part out. Like, it's very clear if Fakir figures it out. Like,
Yes.
that's just straight up
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
I
face.
mean, that makes sense.
But-
It's a
No,
big
I
part of
don't-
the story.
I don't know how Rue does it. Magic, I guess.
Yeah, but she does talk to the bad girl, Rue, does talk to the narrator, which was quite a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Not only to us, but to the narrator.
Yeah, the narrator's like, how the heck? What's going on? But no, she's figured out that if she's going to win, she's going to go ahead and continue the story to the way it's supposed to end. And now we go, alright, hold on, Princess Tutu. Let's let the knight do his thing first. Let him give him a shot.
Well, you gotta explain, maybe for the folks who haven't watched it, what happened.
No.
What is she trying to accomplish?
No.
We mean no.
No.
He just blazed ahead doing his thing.
No.
But they don't know why she's playing the game.
I didn't care why. I'm just watching it.
But they need to know.
Fine, Larissa, start talking.
But if I explain it?
What is Rue's or Princess Crahy's plan?
Ultimate goal.
If Princess Tutu does the story, what happens?
Well, because Princess Fate, should she declare her love for the prince, like in words, she vanishes. She turns to a speck of light and is gone. And that's great for Crahy, because then her antagonist is gone. And the story just kind of blazes on in a terrible direction.
So she's like, either I win his heart,
yep,
or you do and you disappear, and I'm left here with his heart.
Yep. So win-win situation for the crow. Also, Crahy is the German word for crow. Kaya. So that's neat. How you doing, buddy?
And then we broke Chris.
Yep.
Do we need to get a little puppet girl to play the music to give you some words of knowledge?
Okay. Oh.
Elbow drop the fist.
Anyways, from that point on, as we go through, the knight is letting Princess Tutu know we should change fate. We should not allow this to go as storyline tells us to.
Yep.
As he goes out and...
Because you don't want to get ripped to pieces.
Yeah,
That's a good motivator.
As he goes out and fights his heart out to attempt to change fate, and as we see the knight still, well, in perfect fashion, still fall to Craig. Now, granted, last act of defiance was to make sure that the prince cannot break his own heart.
Because Fakir's finally on board with the whole get Muto his heart back.
Yes.
So he's gonna help with that at least, which is some progress.
Because Muto has a sword and he can break his own shard, which he has done before.
So, but once that part of he can no longer break his own heart. All right, Princess Tutu, you're up next. At which she still has a dilemma of how do I express my love without saying it. What better way to do it than through dance?
Like she does.
On the dance floor, like she's never danced before.
And of course, this is where we get our one-on-one dance battle between Craig and
Dance
Tutu.
battle.
So, that's
Dance
pretty
off.
much what it was.
It was a bit of a dance-off.
And so, at which Craig is getting into the head of Princess Tutu by letting her know, remember who you are.
You're a klutz.
You're a klutz.
You can't do anything.
You're a bird.
You're a bird.
She doesn't actually know she's a bird.
She doesn't know she's a bird.
She does not know she's a bird. Only Fakir knows that.
Fair enough, actually.
Which was very weird when he found that out.
Yeah.
Poor Fakir. He's just always shoved in these awkward situations.
But it's like, remember who you were. You were nothing more than a clumsy girl. You didn't know what you were doing. Are you really? You're only merely adopting the persona of Princess Tutu, which throws her off. So
Existential crisis again.
Exactly. However, this brings Muto's heart towards Crahy, and she's like, well, I have one, haha. However, Princess Tutu says, no, let's do this again. And
Dance with all the feelings of my feelings.
And performs a dance is actually meant for two, by herself.
Which is great.
And which ends up being a beautiful performance to the point where the emotionless Muto, who's still standing at the rock.
Much like this.
Yes.
Yeah. Actual
Suddenly
representation
actually
of Muto.
begins to
Have feelings again.
And now it's like, the real Mewtwo is like, no, I want the Princess Tutu. I got this. And that's when Craig's like, well, holy crap, I lost. I'm out, bitches.
She pirouettes off into the darkness. Yep. And the whole place starts crumbling.
Yep, the whole place starts crumbling. They try to escape. And, which is kind of funny at first, because I'm thinking to myself, oh, the place is coming down. I think we should run.
They really brought the house down with their performance. Yeah.
She did that.
I've been here too long.
That's fair.
But you do go on.
And so, they leave behind, well, at least what I thought when I was watching, they left behind our corpse of our fearless knight.
See, for all intents and purposes, it looked like Fakir kicked the bucket. It looked like it. He was gone.
Since he fell backwards in water and never came up.
Yeah, came up.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just kind of like, oh, we're
Well,
gone.
he's dead now.
So I'm thinking like, well, no time for mourning. We gotta get out of here. And
it was dark, and they can't find the way, and suddenly they see a light off in the distance.
And they follow it. And so when they get to the end of the light at the end of the tunnel, there's a small little bonfire going on, and guess who?
Huge little bonfire.
Huge little small little.
Yes.
With Fakir laying next to it.
Yeah, thank you.
He's alive! And
Yes.
the fangirls rejoiced. I mean, what?
Oh, this fan.
I mean, what?
This fan rejoiced.
I mean, the
And,
audience rejoices, yes. That's
Well,
what
I really
This
thought-
audience rejoiced.
I really thought Duck was falling in love with him.
At one point,
They
yes.
have a great dynamic at this point. They have been forced to work together, and they actually know some of the other side of the story now.
Well, I think
So they
their
understand
bond,
each other a little bit
I think
more.
their bond is real, where her bond with the prince is,
See, the
hey,
prince...
I saw you smile once and I want to make that happen
And
again.
see, up to this point, the prince has only ever interacted with her as Princess Tutu. Like, as Duck, he basically just kind of doesn't acknowledge her.
I think in the very first 5 episodes, he says like a few words to her, because it's like, you're a fellow student.
Like, he mentions her in passing, he knows of her, but
Right.
he doesn't really have any bonding moments with her. But Fakir has now had actual moments with her as Duck.
And
so,
as a bird.
And as a bird, so
And
he's seen
as
all of her.
Princess Tutu.
Yep, so he's seen all of her, and so that's kind of...
That joke works more than you think it should. Especially when she turned into a duck and came back.
Poor Fakir! He does not deserve this!
Put your damn clothes on, woman.
At one point, he actually, flings her clothes, in her face. Like, don't stand up!
What? Flings the clothes at her in the perfect form that she should be wearing them.
He has skill! Damn!
Yeah.
Oh man.
And then,
We
what was the bonfire?
Precious Miss Adel. Oh my gosh, she ended up being... It was revealed that she's a puppet working for Drosselmeyer, and she ends up with kind of feelings of her own along the way, and so she's the one who saves Fakir. She pulls him out of the water. She sets herself on fire, both to warm him and to guide the others out of the darkness. And her dying wish, is the prince and Tutu dance.
I think that was her act of defiance of like.
I was about to say, you don't think that was a form of a punishment as well?
What, for Adel?
Yeah, that maybe since Drosselmeyer was all like,
I think that was more of her own choice.
Yeah.
like,
that
you
was-
ain't gonna pull my strings no more.
Yes. I think it's her own decision. I think
Yeah.
that was her one human-like act. if you wanna
She's
put
a
it that way.
sassy green-haired puppet who ain't gonna take another lip from no man.
Pretty much. I loved
Yes.
Adel. She was great.
Yeah, I did too. My favorite
This is now
character.
my 3rd time watching this, and I've teared up for her every single time. Because she's so precious.
Yes, it happens. So, ladies and gentlemen.
Do go on, tell us how you really feel.
It's alright. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get on with the battle
Oh
system.
yeah! On to the fun part!
And.
It's 72 stars for the whole damn thing.
Amen!
Damn, dude. No.
No, I was channeling my inner.
Hell no.
If you have an inner Larissa, I feel bad for you.
Hell no.
Bum, 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 bum. Oh, you're just doing all the stars.
We'll get to it in a minute.
Okay.
Alright, so. Once again, visuals have not changed, except for we're now seeing a lot of more vibrant dance motions going on, even with the fight between.
It was like they saved a lot of money on the background, so they did more animation on the dancing.
Yes. And.
Dancing's hard to animate, bro. Just saying.
Well,
I think she's right. I mean, they're animating things which I would have to assume are intricate dance steps. And you don't know they're intricate unless they're going to animate all these different steps in between.
Hey, I understand that part, but I'm saying this is the last few episodes have been that moment where they're like, all right, we were kind of putting a little bit of budget here, a little bit of budget there. All right, let's blow the budget right here.
Yeah,
it's like so.
We reached the climax of the season.
Let's blow the budget.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I'm still giving it 1.
I agree
Because of the style of animation that it is. Again, of the 3 sets we've watched, this is the best. But our scoring is 0, 1, and 2.
Mm-hmm. So sadly, I still want to give it like 10,000 stars.
And I also give it a 1. So I mean, I kind of like the way it has been. I mean, it's been constant. Nothing changes.
Yeah, no, that is true.
And so I've seen shows like any show that's based off a Shonen Jump series always ends up like that. The animation starts off a little rocky, and then as time goes on, it gets way better.
Well, one of my favorite animes was Hakuden?
Mm-hmm.
And it starts off pretty good, and then they go through a weird experimental phase, and then they go back to okay. But that weird experimental phase was so weird, it took away from an amazing story.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Just the drawing style changes with every episode, so you can like tell who's animating which
Really?
episode. Oh yeah, it's ridiculous.
Princess Tutu just stayed constant.
Yeah, Princess Tutu's really consistent, which I like.
So I mean,
So as long as this style doesn't aggravate the hell out of you, you're good. And if you love it,
it's all the better. Like me, who gave it 2 stars again because I love it. Anyway.
yay. So ladies and gentlemen, we go to audio. This is probably the one moment where our background music really hit its peak. We're getting the best of the best that we can get out of it. The fact that the music, and the fact that our wow, the fact that with the fact that the background music being, I guess, louder than some of
The
the
dialogue
and whatnot, I think to me is something that needed to be there. Because especially towards our final fight.
It didn't bother me as much.
Yeah, I thought towards our final fight and our ending with,
that's because there was less dialogue.
Well, true as there may be, but not. A lot of it wasn't necessarily spoken to one another. It's more as a lot of it was thought process.
Well, I think in this section, the music is the dialogue.
The music
And
carries
maybe
a lot
that's
of
what
weight here.
maybe that's what this was. Maybe this was. I don't remember the music being that loud in the beginning, and maybe that's the point. Is the music gets louder and stronger towards the end.
Quite possibly.
Watch it in a
when it's like really sucker punches you in the gut.
Watch it in the 13 episode rerun. Binge, and let us know what you think.
Fine. He won't make a back, I don't think.
What? I'm gonna RK you through the table eventually.
It's okay. I got this dust devil here.
Oh, gosh.
I'm
too close. I'm too close.
Yeah, because if you miss, that's gonna be.
I'm dead.
I don't miss.
I don't think you'd miss.
Fight! No.
Because you'd be RKO'd and that.
You know where the swords are.
There I go.
You'd be RKO'd. The vacuum would have flew
We have
this
suddenly
way.
drastically
Charles
changed
would have been like,
genres,
"Holy
audience.
shit!" And
You
been
know
like,
there's
"No."
23 other letters, right?
Welcome to 8-Star Fight Club.
Fight Club. First rule about 8-Star Fight Club, you can only give it 8 stars.
Second rule is that it gets awkward.
A lot. Often.
Anyway, move on.
Yes. So I will still give the audio a 2-star as normal, and I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shit got real, son.
Now
I love
we
this
get
music.
to a little bit of story.
I actually recognize one piece from Fantasia, which taught me all my classical music.
That and a handful of Looney Tunes.
I know, right? Anyways, as we move forward to the story, I will now actually officially give this story 2 stars because I'm actually finally everything coming together is something I really like. I'm finally getting everything, finally getting my pieces, and the ending was actually something I was like, awesome, as I'm making jokes that, a character should be, giving the bird to Freddy as he falls back into the water. And I'm thinking, like, that last act of defiance is probably what he should have been doing.
Because you watch enough of it to give a damn about him.
Yeah.
It only took 12 episodes.
All right. And so, I think the ending result was kind of cool. You know, we get that upbeat ending. You know, the princess. You know, princess was able to marry love without disappearing. You know, the prince was able to do his protecting without dying. Blah, blah, blah. You know, we're getting all these great happy ending and.
So it's like we made it halfway through the series.
But at the same time, I thought it was kind of funny how the narrator at the end's just like, "All right, y'all got your story, y'all got your happy ending, and
not like this is the end.
This is not over."
Yep. So I'm still fudging around in the background, being terrible.
So
I give the story 2 as well, but now I'd like to say that I give the story 2 because it's a good story. It's not a story for me. On a personal level, I would have given it a 1, but it's good, and you can't take away from that if you don't like it. You know what I mean?
true. And so,
I give it 2 in my bias corner as well, because this is finally where I start getting all my favorite Fakir scenes. You finally get Fakir backstory, you finally understand Fakir's motivation, you get wonderful scenes with Fakir and Duck, their relationship gets stronger, everyone's kind of coming together more. This is where the story really picks up for me. This is the point where I really fell in love with it. So.
Bam! Love! You know, like a heart shard.
That's greatness. Yay. And last but not least, we go into our enjoyment, which I will still give it 1, folks.
We tried.
At the end of the day, I just can't say yes. I really can't.
Not your thing, yeah.
I'm not saying it's not necessarily for me, but like Dave did before, you know, for somebody else, this is fantastic work. So
this is still just the first season.
Fantastic.
See if we can win him over by the end of the second season.
I'm gonna give this section a 2 because it does what it needs to do, and it's funny, it's enjoyable, it's a little bit of an adventure. In a moment, I want to give my overall score, and it will change, but this section was the best. Oh, I know why I enjoyed this section so much. Mutu shut the hell up. He was in a coma for a lot of it.
Fight you. Leave my score alone. You can't
No.
a sacred wall
Manipulate
here.
your own score.
Because mine's 2 stars, of course, and far more. I would like to give it every star in my possession. But once again, we're back to my 8-star rating because I love it. Excuse you? You can't. It's set in the stars now.
It's in the stars now.
That's right.
Try hard to.
Well,
Oh my gosh, no! Oh my gosh!
We know that you give it
It's too
8
late.
stars.
It's already recorded.
No,
For
as you can see, she doesn't like it at all. No stars whatsoever.
You can't destroy my heart shards, brother.
So we know she gives 8 overall, just flat out. What would you say? You think about it for a moment, because I've already been thinking about it.
Yeah.
My overall, I'm giving the visuals 1, the audio 2. The audio is the best thing about this anime, in my opinion. If you hate classic music, stay away from Princess Tutu. You will have a bad time.
Truth.
Story is 1. It mires itself in itself. I know that sounds kind of dumb, but the plot line that it's trying to create slows itself down so many times. And then enjoyment, there are greats and there are horrids for me. And there's very little middle. That character just aggravated the hell out of me so much in the second section. The first section is so odd that it's hard to what the flapdoodle is going on here? Right. And section 3 gets it all right in a good balance, so that it evens out to 1-2, 1-1. I give it 5 full stars.
I actually have to give it 5 stars in pretty much the same exact categories, because it's besides the classical music, everything else was meh.
I don't know about I mean, it's hard to gauge the audio without the classic music, because the classic music is such a strong part. Mm-hmm. But the sound effects are good.
Well,
the sound jokes, like the cat. I mean, they're making cat noises.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. Him sitting down in the middle of class and licking himself was a little weird.
Just a little bit.
But he's going to marry you,
cat does. So
that's why he's going to marry you.
Oh,
fine.
man.
If you 3 don't behave, I'll force you all to marry me. He's so weird.
I can't wait to see what they think of the second season.
Is it going to have more of the cat?
I don't remember, but it's going to have more of some things.
I don't know. I felt
like the goat teacher.
I I felt like season 1 ended on a note where,
If I never see any more, I'm okay.
yeah, and
Because it's good.
There's still a lot of open questions though.
Really?
What happens to Craigie? What does
That's not an open question.
That's not
I know
an
what
open
happened to
question.
her. She
She
disappeared
takes
in
off.
shadow.
That's it. I don't need to know anything else other than that.
Prince's heart still isn't fully restored.
Well,
We don't know that. We do now. Spoilerific.
You don't know the prince's real name.
And to be honest, I don't think we care.
No.
To be honest.
Let me get this.
They're no fun.
Let me get out here right. I would watch this with a friend. I would not seek this out on my own.
That's fair.
I'm not a 12-year-old girl. I'm not a 16-year-old girl. I'm not a 24-year-old woman who has memories of enjoying this.
I would enjoy this now, seeing it for the first time.
I'm a 40-year-old dude who, I guess if there was
Little bit
pizza
different-
in the room
different target audience.
and this, I would sit down and have some pizza and watch the
You are just radiating pessimism, dear sir.
Well, no.
This is your Dragon Ball.
No. This is it. You know, he is the 24-year-old woman. If I say he just won't admit it,
If he is that, then what am I? I'm just kidding. Come on.
you're the good-looking one.
Ah!
I win.
So, I mean, I felt bad that Rogers wasn't able to give his 2 cents.
I'd like
But-
to hear what he thinks. You're gonna have to watch it at some point, Roger.
I'm going to now. She said when we first started watching that this was kind of a magic girl.
Yeah.
It turned out to be Magic Bird, or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm talking to a friend who wants to bring over some Sailor Moon. So I say we go through some Magic Girl stuff with them.
That's fine.
Maybe we can try to get just the whole big group of people. That would be about our first quarter. Be like episode 13. I don't know where we are now. Maybe we already passed.
I think we're past that, bro.
Maybe it can be our half our season. It'll be our mid-season.
Yeah, guys, so I'm pretty sure we're half the quarter point. So,
If you guys
you know, if y'all got suggestions, let me know.
throw them up on Facebook.
Travis Cooper, I've talked to you before. See if we can get you on the show. I'm sure you got some ideas on your mind. Let me know. And
If you want to come to Anderson, South Carolina, be on the show and bring an anime.
actually, we discussed it. I've asked him if he had any ideas.
Well, no, I mean just in general, we've
Yeah.
had random people discuss things with us on the YouTube page.
That's true. And I mean, great opportunity to get yourself known to something that you feel is a favorite of yours.
Yeah.
And we'll watch it. We'll let you know how we feel about it, and that's how we are. So,
And Larissa-san's gonna have to find a new anime.
I already have my next one. If you want more ideas from me.
Yes,
So
but not more Princess Tutu.
it's not more Princess Tutu. It's about it's not almost complete genre shift.
A complete genre shift? Is it ballet dancing robots?
yes! At
I win!
least something out of that looks nice. Yes!
I'm here for the anime scene. I'm telling you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we'll call that
Thanks
a
for
night.
watching.
I'm Chris Brown, Dave the Head,
I'm
Larissa. We'll see you next time.
Bye.